Okay, the fourth and final quarter. This is one of the things that I always cover with clients at the initial consult, and the reason why is because they got to think about it, because it's dangerous, and it can be you can be absolutely vindicated and get all the relief that you requested, and then you may face the long hurdle of actually enforcing all the relief you requested. So just because you win at trial doesn't mean you necessarily get all the relief you requested right away. You will get a court order that grants all the relief requested, but making the other side comply with that order is a whole nother ballgame. So if you were awarded $135,000 plus attorney's fees, you got to go about collecting that, and that could take years. They could appeal it over time. You could have a party run into bankruptcy court, just making all kinds of trouble, making it difficult to collect and enforce the judgment which the jury or the court found in your favor. So these are critical things to think about, and I always cover that trials are uncertain. They can be fantastic. They are also costly. Let's assume that this business dispute went on 5 years or maybe 8 years. So think about what it would take to photocopy your business records. Maybe it's just your family case, your family financial records, gathering and photocopying them over a 5-year period. That may cost you up to $3,000 because you need a copy for the judge, a copy for the jury, a copy for the court reporter, a copy for the opposing counsel, and a copy for the witness. So 5 copies of everything that you've touched in the last 5 years relating to whatever's at issue in the lawsuit. It can be extremely costly and burdensome, and that needs to be done in the 60 days before trial. And then on top of that, trial preparation needs to be done. Will there be an expert witness? Will you have to retain somebody to come testify about your business damages? And what will that cost you? Maybe you took that deposition of that expert in discovery, so that cost several $1,000s. But you need them to come to trial. That will cost another several $1,000s. These things can stack up and make the cost of trial mind-boggling. Now, it's not the same cost that, for example, a petition to the Supreme Court of the United States, you're talking somewhere in the $500,000 range, as I understand it, or $250,000 to $500,000 range. So trial costs aren't astronomical, but they can be daunting, and that's why it's got to be worth it. And that's why I discuss it in the initial consult.